In my previous video, I introduced you to Starship Mark II, my reimagined Starship heavy lift rocket system. By making Starship half the size and the nose cone fully deployable, I showed the payload mass per launch could be increased significantly, but most importantly, by questioning the utility of an integral nose cone on a reusable orbital or interplanetary vehicle, I hinted at something truly exciting. This is how that video ended. I know the idea of ditching the nose cone in orbit goes against everything we know and love about Starship, but in my mind this is the most exciting feature of Mark II. SpaceX, why not start a company called SpaceX? But that ending was only for effect. This is what was supposed to happen. But before we get started, I've made a few changes to Mark II since that video. Starship Mark III supports a more acute nose wedge, which helps render the forward flaps redundant. So I've removed them in advance of SpaceX doing the same. This extra weight savings allowed me to increase the diameter and length of the nose cone, which increases the payload bay volume significantly. Mark III delivers the payload, and then returns to Earth. The deployable payload is extracted by a space tug and taken to its final destination. The bottom of the nose cone naturally creates a very large and simple payload bay door, which reduces the complexity and weight of the vehicle. The remaining payload, along with the nose cone itself, will be used to fit out and service the space station. When two nose cones are connected, they form the basic building block of an LEO nose ring. I'll refer to this assembly as a couple. A single couple measures 60 meters in height and has a maximum outside diameter of 10 meters. The pressurized volume of a couple is about 2,500 cubic meters. As a comparison, the ISS has a pressurized volume of around 916 cubic meters. An orbital reef is supposed to have about 830 cubic meters. This means that a single couple has roughly the same volume as 3 orbital reefs. Once a couple has been made airtight and pressurized, the side integration ports are prepped and the robotic arm made ready to receive the next nose cone. And off we go. After they have fulfilled their primary purpose, protecting the payload and helping the rocket cut through the atmosphere, the spent nose cones are used one at a time to assemble the space station. I call these space stations nose rings. Nose rings enclose a huge, continuous volume within a robust stainless steel shell. This pressurized volume can be configured in all sorts of ways to support zero-G science, manufacturing, and/or play in low Earth orbit and beyond. A nose ring with 8 couples encloses a whopping 20,000 cubic meters. That's about the equivalent of 24 orbital reefs. But why stop there? Why not make a nose ring with 10 couples? 12, 14, 16. Why not add exterior rings? This monster of a nose ring encloses a mind-blowing 120,000 cubic meters. Look out, orbital reef. Here comes SpaceX.